Hello traders, this is Alla Peters-Placher, founder of Fibonacci Trading Institute and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system. In this webinar, we'll be teaching you how to build a consistent wealth with institutional Alpha Fibonacci system. This is what I was teaching this morning. This is what I've been teaching and developing for the last 14 years. But first, I would like to remind you, trade with risk you can afford. And remember, every single thing we discuss in this webinar is to empower you and educate you. It is not a financial advice. No one had been paid for their performance, for their testimonials. All software, all systems shown as is. Guarantees never given with software and system by anyone. And I'm here to present to you all about Alpha Fibonacci system and how you can trade and build a consistent wealth. In this webinar, we will cover about institutional predictive. This is a key word, predictive Alpha Fibonacci system. How Alpha Fibonacci system identifies institutional entries, trends, and exits. We will review future stocks, crypto, and Forex in the current and prior markets, and you will witness how traders trade globally, Alpha Fibonacci system, and most importantly, I will answer your questions and I will walk you through how you can build a consistent wealth trading institutional Alpha Fibonacci system. So here's a special offer for attendees of the webinar. The moment you come to the website, I highly encourage you to request invitation to the trading room. When you do that, tomorrow morning or any day you will request, you can see system and software in the live markets, and you can ask questions about your instrument. This is what I've done this morning with traders from all over the world. But here's briefly about myself. I am from Ukraine. I arrived to US as a political refugee in 1989 as a classical concert piano player. With newborn in my hands, with $60 in my pocket. Book will come out next year about my life. I became very successful within a couple of years. All that journey I share with my traders. But to make it very brief for you, when I discovered Fibonacci, it became my obsession. It became my passion. First system I developed shown clearly, overriding all the events of 2008. As you learn the lesson in 2008 and as you will witness in 2022, hype, earnings news does not work. What works clearly is pure price and predictive Fibonacci. Since 2011, I have been coaching and building and developing systems, traders all over the world, including JP Morgan traders. I just came back from Dubai. I am on my way to New York. I work with traders who are complete beginner to managing multi-million, multi-billion dollar with system you will see next. You can listen to traders all over the world. You can listen to podcasts, but most importantly, I promise you, market is composed of pure price and alpha Fibonacci. So here's few of the photos, as I have thousands and thousands of photos as students keep inviting me to their weddings. This is a photo a couple of months ago with William, flew in to have dinner with me. This is photo from London with traders, as you will see next. Sam put his daughter through Harvard trading the system. Emmanuel brought his wife to the course. You will see how Richard retired trading the system. And when Jason flying in from Denver for a quick lunch, and Victor, hedge fund manager in London, with whom I just met in Dubai, trading system on Forex, traders all over the world for the last 11 years, trading every instrument, every time frame across all platforms. So Alpha Fibonacci trading system is institutional lifetime system for all platforms, for all instruments. Can you trade futures as you see next? Absolutely. System based on pure price. You will witness stocks, forex, crypto. You will witness the events since previous 7 years with system next. Can you use a system with software for Ninja 8? Absolutely. It comes with multi-market scanner for day trading futures as well. System traded globally since 2011. Software for Ninja Trader 8 came out in 2019. This morning, I worked with traders who trade TradeStation, TradingView, Thinkorswim, MetaStock, platforms I've never heard of. Ninja Trader, of course. So if pure price exists and Fibonacci retracement exists, you can trade Alpha Fibonacci system and build consistent wealth only if you think and trade as a hedge fund trader. So this is a critical key piece of a puzzle. Traders come to me who've been trying for many, many years and say, as a phone call this morning, I love to trade 1 minute chart. Ouch. So you trade 1 minute chart, 3 minute chart, 5 minute chart, not having a clue what institutions do? If that's the case, trader keeps trading against him and herself. It doesn't matter how small or large your account is. You must write institutional power. And only when you think and trade as hedge fund trader does, you can become successful. Hedge fund traders do not place multiple orders every day. There is no success if you do that. So take a look on the current markets. Aren't the markets brutal and vicious? How did you do this morning if you traded S&B Mini Futures? Very limited trading range. Here's the software I'm projecting in front of you for Ninja Trader 8. Trades played out on multiple charts, but extremely limited trading range and institutional brick wall in conflict with retail reversal zone, causing extremely challenging market conditions. But what's extremely important to see this? Sellers are weak. Price keeps bouncing back and forth, profit taking extremely mild, trading range extremely narrow. What else is important to see? If you do not know the reversal zone, if you do not understand how critical these moments are, poor shorts. This requires ultimate skill to trade. This is a recent trading room open, so you can see instantly precision of the system, but you apply institutional trader mentality. You understand that in the current markets, on institutional chart, this is what's playing out currently on S&B Mini Futures. Take a look. Bullish rally overextended, market in horrific pain, institutions holding longs. 4100 will be war zone on S&P. With the power of institutional system, no matter how small or large your account is, you knew this many months in advance. So if I walk you back to the event where I announced to my traders I exited my long position on S&P index fund, as I discussed with my students, my trades long term, here's the day. Here's the reversal, January 2022. What do we discuss with my students? Market setting up for institutional crush. This is a chart present in the trading room for the last 2 years. So you're not crying yourself to sleep during the most bearish year since 2008. You understand what happens at institutional reversal zone when critical key support is out. Complete sell-off, complete crash. 3600 is lifeline for the markets. 3600 is out, we will see catastrophic crash. But institutions keep buying market at this level since COVID rally. Do you remember COVID vertical rally? Do you remember when airports locked up and you can't walk out of your apartment in New York, but St. Bart's is packed? Top 1% doubled the wealth. What is the lesson of COVID? Biggest vertical rally in the history of stock market. Stop thinking at the bottom 95% does. Stop chasing random little charts. Start using your brilliant, intelligent, limitless brain. And when you do, you know far in advance where market will be bought. It always is, especially during bearish markets. Here's the first week of the war. My hometown is bombed. My friends on calls in shock. But what do you see played out on that chart? For weeks after, market skyrocketing 350 points plus. Did you know why? Because institutional orders stacked up to the long side. So everyone in shock. My friends in Kiev getting married day before, thinking they have too much to drink when sirens are flying, but market is being bought. And you know many months in advance. Short that top and know clearly far in advance price heading to 3600 level. That's the reason JP Morgan traders whom I coached left JP Morgan and started their own hedge fund. So when catastrophic rate increases on and the worst inflation in the country, are you surprised market still being bought? Are you surprised when CPI news is horrific and market skyrocketing from 3600 level? So when you're riding your little account, this is where you buy. You do not sell the market near this level. That's it. So if you're trading 1 minute chart, you've been buying near this level. If you're trading 5 minute, 15 minute, hourly, daily, if you're an options trader, you're buying near this level. You're not gambling with your money. And you understand months in advance. This is a crucial key moment that will define markets for months and years to come. This is institutional trading range. Buying market at 3600 and selling at 4100 had been a dream. This will be tested next, but only if you know rules of Alpha Fibonacci system, you can trade this. This is review of institutional chart that we discuss with students each and every day pre-market. In exact same class, hedge fund managers, in exact same class, beginner traders, in exact same class, stock option traders. Bullish rally overextended, 3600 was a dream, 4000 is a whole lot of pain. But if I zoom in on little chart that again you can trade across all instruments, this is a problem this morning for sellers. So if I take you back to a day before, here's a chart from the trading room on Monday. Market close, sell off? Yes, please. Let's convert this chart to 5, to 3, to any chart you choose to trade. Retail profit taking. So if market will continue being retail support, as you witnessed this morning in brutal, choppy market conditions, this requires ultimate skill to trade. There is nothing else. Only this is possible. And that's on every chart. And that's on every time frame. That's S&P Mini Future, going back 2 years. So when you understand how hedge fund traders trade, you trade with them, not against them. You strategize with pure price for entry and alpha Fibonacci retracements for exits. To build a consistent wealth, this is the only way to trade with institutions. You wake up and you think as a $1 billion trader, not $100, $500 trader. $500 trader is a poverty mindset. Since I worked in Johns Hopkins Research and Psychiatry, and I managed clinic for 5 years, after coming to US, I've learned so much about human brain. Trading reflects it all. And I coach you. As I raised my children to be very successful, I teach you how to think, live, and breathe as a $1 billion trader. You're riding the power with them. You never, ever, ever trade against them. No matter how small or large your account is, you must enter and exit at key institutional levels. You cannot trade on hype and noise. Do you remember Bitcoin? We'll dive into that next. Do you remember Tesla? Do you remember Amazon 2022? Oops. So when you trade rule-based predictive, institutional alpha Fibonacci system, traded in US and globally since 2011, you're trading a strategic, intelligent, brilliant trader in all market conditions, on all instruments. Ron been trying for the last 20 years. Ron is my dearest friend for life. Keeps sending me emails how his life changed since he joined Fibonacci Trading Institute. So that's very, very powerful statement. I'm able to identify and make intelligent decisions on trading. I have gone from a hit and miss scenario to a current scorecard of 100% accuracy in trading. As Ron says, his wife really can't wait to meet me. Here we go. Alpha Fibonacci software in the live markets. It's in front of you for Ninja Trader 8. Multiple trades play out on different charts. Is there anything spectacular about this market? Absolutely not. But you're looking at extremely narrow trading range. When the bold red line in front of you, that causes a major problem. With a single glimpse, intelligent trader knows this. This is brutal. This is nasty market. So if you love pain, this is what you get. A crawl. But when you see the bold red line right in front of you, you walk away. There is no conservative trades. Only pain is present when red line so close. And that's reflected in a single glimpse. But again and again and again, Ron does not use software, it's not required. But here's the software in S&P Mini Future, pure and simple. When institutions taking position, what they have been taking at 3,800 level, market is flying. This is how alerts show up on scanner when market is flying, not crawling as now. As again and again and again, it makes a world of difference when you trade with institutional points of entry. And again, when the bold red line is present, when institutional sell point is present, enjoy your short. Do not enter into institutional sell point. Simple and pure. Every single instrument from S&P Mini Future to Dow to Nasdaq to Tesla to Amazon to Euro to Pound to Bitcoin to ETFs to mutual funds have identical price action. So when a hedge fund manager in London who is trading multi-million-dollar portfolio and he becomes my dearest friend for life, it's the biggest honor when he brings his son Dominic to the course. During lockdown, Dominic trading entirely different instrument. Dominic wants to day trade. So when you listen to their podcasts, you will see father and son trading very different instruments. And that's a power of building your personal wealth. Not everyone meant to be a day trader. This is the mistake so many make. Everyone wants to day trade because everyone wants to make $1 now. But if you are not disciplined, if you are not patient in the markets, especially when we are dealing with institutional holds, walk away from day trading. Use Alpha Fibonacci system on hourly, on daily, on weekly, on monthly. Absolutely can. And that's the power of our global community, where beginner traders holding bar very, very high. And you can listen to all of them and view their performance on our website. Every trader different account, as you will see next. Richard came to me when he had multi-million-dollar long position on Tesla. Not a good idea. Not. Have you seen what top funds in US have done? Have you seen what financial advisors do? Most are down 80%. These are mind-blowing results on Tesla, on Bitcoin, that you will never ever do. You are a limitless human being. A 14-year-old can trade this, so can you. If you can play chess, if you can drive, if you can stay in your lane, you can trade Alpha Fibonacci system. Only thing that's left is to identify what's appropriate for you, your risk management, your psychological and financial comfort. This is predictive institutional system, which identifies key points of entries, hours, days, weeks, months, and years ahead on all instruments. Yesterday, I finished class where we reviewed multiple long positions currently on massive numbers of stocks. Did you know that spectacular bullish reversals are on, but knowing what to trade is the key. So we already reviewed S&P Mini Future as it continues in pain. There is nothing else. So when you separate pain from spectacular institutional points of entry, everything changes completely. You trade with rules, with precise entries, stop and target. So what would your trading be like if you're trading with rules as intelligent strategic chess? Is there is a safe haven on Amazon? First company to lose $1 trillion, correct? So here's the Amazon. Absolutely mind-blowing. Traders in panic because so many loaded up on Amazon for the next 100 years. We're discussing with my students in classes last year. There is only one brilliant option. It is to short, not to buy Amazon. So if I take you back up, November 2021, massive crashes across the board. This is what system looked like. It's not intelligent move to buy Amazon. There is only one intelligent move to understand when this support is out, Amazon in free fall. As always, price moves one step at a time. Does this look familiar? Do you remember S&P playing out in front of you right now in brutal, horrific markets? Does this look familiar? This is every chart on S&P right now. It's all the same. The only difference, if you want to day trade or position trade, or you can trade both. Catastrophic crash on Amazon continued the entire year. But as of a few weeks ago, Amazon reached institutional buy point. But there is only one way to enter this position: strategically, without gambling and speculation. And you knew this many months and years ahead. This will be war zone on Amazon. If Amazon lucky enough to break through this level, this is critical key. But again, pay attention to where Amazon skyrocketed from. That's it. Simple and pure. This you can trade across all platforms. There is no safe haven anywhere. Safe haven lies in you. Markets will keep crushing and skyrocketing with drastically more volatility. Holding position for the next 100 years on anything is not a brilliant move. You need to know where to enter, where to exit. Prices will continue crushing and rallying with more and more power. So as a day trader, you can hold position for seconds and minutes. But as position trader, you can hold position for days, weeks, months, and years. All depends on the chart you trade. So there's so many Tesla fans, so many Tesla obsessed traders. So when Richard came to me, his multi-million-dollar retirement portfolio, all long Tesla. The only thing he says on his podcast, I wish I joined you sooner. So this is Tesla at 400 level, November 2021. What do we discuss with students? Short, 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 do not buy Tesla. We do not care what CNBC says, the biggest soap opera on the planet. Are you still listening to Kramer? Oops. Are you still buying Tesla at 400? As unbelievable hedge fund trader Cassie Woods done the entire 2022. She kept loading up on Tesla, on longs, losing billions and billions of dollars. So this is absolutely critical, crucial part to use your brilliant, intelligent brain. Because if you cannot afford to lose billions of dollars, you are shorting, not buying Tesla. Collapse on Tesla is a stunning reminder. Stunning rallies and crashes will continue with drastically more volatility. Richard, my dearest friend for life, he's recouping his losses just fine, as you will see next. That's it. So where's Tesla reversing from now? No one should be surprised. With the power of the system you uses months in advance. Collapse from 400 to 113. This is a chart present in the trading room for years. So what is the message? Again and again and again. Safe haven lies in you. Alpha Fibonacci is the only predictive tool across all instruments, all time frames. You can build a consistent wealth trading any instrument you will choose. Because if Richard can do this, so can you. Hundreds and hundreds of emails and Richard with his performance. Richard does not need a software. He's using his brilliant, intelligent brain and he trades on multiple platforms. Thinkorswim, TradingView, Fidelity. Of course, that's it. That's his intelligent, brilliant choice. He will retire in peace and joy, building consistent wealth. He's sending me texts as well with his updates. So when you come to the website and you click on the link, the podcast, this is where you can find the podcasts with traders you saw throughout. So I look forward making podcasts with you because every single trader, different background. Every single trader, different account. That's it. It's absolutely your choice what you will decide to trade. So again, here's the software and the live markets. Here's simplicity and purity. Trades played out on multiple charts. Bold green lines spelled out clearly. You cannot short into. This is the key support we've been watching the entire morning. But exact same thing on Tesla. Exact same thing on Amazon. Exact same thing on Bitcoin. Price action remains the same. When you master one, you can trade them all. And that's the reason my students are dear friends for life. S&P in crawl, trader moves to NASDAQ. NASDAQ in pain, trader moves to gold. Gold in pain, trader moves to Bitcoin and Euro. Apple, Tesla, ETFs, of course. Gold, absolutely. That's another, not a safe haven. Hedge fund manager I've been working with for the last 10 years, trading gold with Alpha Fibonacci system, sharing and updating in the course. Let's go to gold, shall we? How is it possible? Inflation skyrocketing and gold crashing does not make sense. Isn't gold supposed to be safe haven? Here's the date of the crash, March 2022. You knew this months in advance. As you knew months in advance where gold would reverse from. Can you strategize? Can you use your brilliant, intelligent brain? So if you have $5,000 account or $50,000 account or $500,000 account with a single glimpse by looking at this chart, you knew inflation or not, rate increase or not, this is not the place to buy gold. That's it. Gold collapsed all the way to 1600. Correct? There is no surprise. If trading on the news and hype worked, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. It does not. What works is predictive alpha Fibonacci system with your spectacular effort. Gold will be testing 2100. It will be brutal, nasty, vicious pain. Look at the software. Did we know that this would be a problem? Of course. Price came to the bold red line. This is precision in brutal market conditions on Ninja Trader 8 with a lifetime software. Trades play out on multiple other charts. I project software on two. I can project software on any chart. That's it. And that's on futures, but there is no software here. This you can trade across all platforms. If there is Fibonacci retracement tool, as I just finished working with Meta stock, of course you can trade. That's it. Choice is yours. Fibonacci is institutional, natural predictive system available to trade all markets, all platforms, all instruments, all time frames as a strategic, intelligent alpha Fibonacci chess. I keep developing new systems. I keep developing new strategies. I keep expanding the system and offering other systems and strategies as optional to graduates, maybe every other year. This year, I'm preparing surprise for students and graduates of the course. That's it. So when you recognize that indicators are delayed, that indicators are artificial and looks good only after the fact, and will never identify institutional points of entry in advance, and will never identify institutional crashes and rally in advance, you will start recognizing that indicators are insecurity blanket. So covering up insecurities is not a brilliant move. Being self-aware is what you want to be. And when you're recognizing that indicators can become major addiction, when you start trading pure price, you will be amazed how easy it is and how price repeating exact same pattern. When I was teaching in Monday class, we looked at hourly, daily, weekly, range, minute charts. We looked on future stocks, identical rules apply. Pure and simple. Pure price for entry and alpha Fibonacci for exit. So when Emmanuel bringing his wife to the course, and she just sending me this email, it's so beautiful, where she says very, very simple. What you taught is 1000% correct, but only experience shows why you taught as you did. So mom with two little babies at home, trading NASDAQ, the most volatile future, 40 points. Oh, this beautiful game of chess. Patience rewarded. Wait calmly for signs. So this is what Jennifer trades. It's in front of you in the live markets. Use your brilliant brain. That's it. And trade the chart you can afford to trade. Pure and simple. But again and again and again, Jennifer uses software, but Richard does not. Andy does not, but Dominic does. Choice is yours. You stop being reactive. You stop chasing market. You becoming proactive. You know, in advanced institutional trends, exits, entries, 80% of your work is done before you ever place a trade. So let's dive into Bitcoin. What a catastrophic year, correct? Do you remember what played out on Bitcoin? Do you remember the events? What was so phenomenal? The most phenomenal part of all of these events, simply because the hype was surreal. Every single day we discussed of 2022, as I presented at the World's top crypto convention. When Mayor of Miami announces you can pay your real estate taxes with crypto, I tell Bitcoin setting up for crash. November 2021. This is a chart. Short, short, short Bitcoin. Exact same people who providing security on Bitcoin, hacking Bitcoin. Michael Saylor on every single podcast completely reversed his views from before. Have you seen this? $6 billion loss in a single day? Oops. So if you cannot afford to lose $6 billion in one day, stop listening to hype, please. Even Tom Brady lost 70 million promoting Bitcoin in Super Bowl. Ouch. Horrific events. And a stunning reminder. Use your brilliant brain, please. Make an effort. Turn off soap opera, please. Trade with the highest probability, not the lowest possibility. If trading on the hype worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. The catastrophic crash on Bitcoin continued. So here's Bitcoin in front of you right now in January 2023. You know quite well, institutional trading range on Bitcoin. It's in front of you right now. 25,000 will be the key. 12,000 is lifeline on Bitcoin. This is your trading range. This is key moment on Bitcoin. That's it. And you knew this months in advance. But hold on 1 second. Identical level in front of you right now in the live markets. Do you see this? Target decision point 1. There is nothing else. So if Michael Saylor would have used Bitcoin and Mark Cuban did with Alpha Fibonacci system, Matt Damon would not be losing money. Kim Kardashian will not be fined. This was the world's biggest disaster, non-stop. So I highly encourage you to remember lessons of 2022. I highly encourage you not to minimize your limitless power. What is the lessons of 2022? There is no safe haven in Amazon. There is no hype on Bitcoin. There is no safe haven in Tesla. There is only one safe haven in your brilliant brain and pure price for entry and alpha Fibonacci for exits, as proven by traders all over the world. I met with Ken in London. What a genius, brilliant, intelligent trader. Look at the last few emails. He keeps capturing Bitcoin at the bottom and he knows where to exit. In December, he managed $40,000 in profit. But when Ken came to me, he was losing it all during COVID lockdown. Ken is my dearest friend for life. When his daughter gives me this card, this is what it's all about. This is the reason I don't work for financial institution. I love, love, love traveling all over the world and work from New York, from Dubai, from California, from London. So when you become my student in Scotland and Sydney, that's my next destination this year. Here's another one. So if you know that this is celebrity photo, if you know who this is, few of my favorite people. Steve flew into California to have lunch with me. Emergency room doctor with Wim Hof sending me email stating he exited crypto right on time when all the doctors next to him were buying Bitcoin. he did just fine. He did not lose any money. But he also trades equities and commodities, gold and silver. No software required. That's it. And that's lessons of 2022 that also reminded you. Have you called Apple safe haven? Did you know where Apple crashed from? And do you remember the Netflix catastrophic crash? Oops, you knew far in advance. 175 is a place to short Apple from, well before earnings. And this is a stunning place to buy Apple from. Bullish rally on Apple overextended. But again, if I take you back to here, this is where Apple crashed from. This is November 2022. Again, another sell-off. That's it. No speculation, no gambling here. This is November 2021. As again, more volatility will pick up the steam, more it's a very powerful reminder. There is no way to hold positions forever. You need to know where to exit. You need to know where to enter. Simple. That's it. Does this look familiar? What just played out on Apple in the last few weeks? Tell me. It played out in front of you on SNB Mini Futures just now since the start of this webinar. This is identical level. Identical. It's in front of you now. Do you see that? So when you sign up for the trading room, you see all of this in the live markets. You don't need to wait for days, weeks, months, and years. And after a single class, you are blown away and you see clearly you will never, ever, ever need another system ever again. Here's the final lesson of 2022. Oh, remember this billion-dollar trade on Netflix? Oops. Can you afford to lose hundreds of millions? Or has your financial advisor lost a fortune on Tesla, on Apple, on Amazon, on Netflix? You are trading much better than Aikman. We're discussing all of this in class. Catastrophic crash on Netflix. You knew far in advance. You're smarter than Aikman, who is managing multi-billion-dollar portfolio. $700 Netflix reversal zone is not the place to buy, is a place to exit your long. That's it. That's the purity of the system. You can trade across all instruments, all time frames. So please, when you come to the website, join us in the trading room. But when you look at the home page, you will see and listen stories from traders all over the world. So if you're done trading, speculating, chasing indicators, losing money, I look forward to working with you. This is proprietary institutional alpha Fibonacci lifetime system for all platforms, all instruments, or with a lifetime alpha Fibonacci software for Ninja 8. With multi-market scanners, group or mentoring classes, live trading room video library modules. System traded all over the world from beginner to hedge fund manager, from micro to macro accounts. So listen to students' podcasts, view students' emails, and choose from option appropriate for you. option for the most desirable currently offered with savings with $8,000. It includes group course, video library, modules, lifetime system for all platforms, lifetime software for Ninja Trader 8. I keep you accountable. I focus on the instrument you prefer to trade. Currently, mentee from Scotland, from Australia, from New York, from Florida, from Chicago. Every trader different account, every trader different background, every trader different instrument. Option 2, the most popular option, group course with lifetime software for Ninja 8 savings $5,000 in the group course this morning. Hedge fund manager from Singapore, from Alabama, from Atlanta, from Florida, New York, London, from all over the world. So please review everything on the website. View students' performance. I cannot post thousands and thousands and thousands of emails, but I promise you this extremely important part. One of my favorite traders in the course. Let me find what I prepared for you as you're trading it all. He's a legend, absolute legend. He's obsessed with the system. He comes to classes 2 o'clock in the morning. He does not need to take class. He's simply obsessed. That's it. This is the performance he delivers. If Theo can do $17.81 across all instruments with success rate of 76% trading in the middle of the night or trading any instrument, any time frame, so can you. So please review stories from traders all over the world and choose the option appropriate for you. And if you have any questions for me, please do not hesitate to contact me. Click in the upper left section. So if you are here on the webinar, here's a link. Do not hesitate to contact me. I live and breathe what I do. I'm very proud of what I developed. If traders all over the world can do this, so can you. The only thing you have to identify what's appropriate for you. That's it. So if you're ready to build a consistent wealth, I look forward working with you. Any questions for me, please do ask. I'm trying to see messages, questions. Are there any questions, chat participants? Is there any questions? Can you please let me know?
I'm not seeing any questions at the moment.
Okay.
But, yeah, if anyone has any questions, we got a few minutes left, so type them in the chat.
So thank you, traders, so much. If everything clear, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been my joy and honor being here with you. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Click on Contact Us section, and you will see the phone number and the email. Simply pick up the phone and call, or email me your question and phone number. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It's been my joy and honor being here.